Hello, 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 good morning, and welcome. You are on the mountain with Rick, and it is time for some Splinterlands. But first, coffee. Damn, that shit's good. Welcome, Bobcar J. Welcome, Bobcar J Gaming. Welcome, Eternal Paw JT158. Double dose. How y'all doing? What is good out there in Twitch land? What is good? So, I saw some guesses, or specifically Bob saying winner. And so, you know what? Technically, the first thing I'm talking about is a winner. So, Bob Carr, good job. You're a winner. What do I got to send you? I don't know yet. I will figure that out momentarily. In the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and start diving through our faucets. How y'all doing? Holla at your boy. Get that loading, because the first thing we're actually going to talk about is the new proposal. Allocate 20 million SPS from the Dow Treasury for exchange listings. I don't have to do that. I want to do that, sir. All right, so this, I believe, is not correct formatting. I believe there's supposed to be more to that, correct? That is the link. It's supposed to be the link to the Hive transaction where they paid the 100,000 DEC. Blockchain Founders Fund, BFF. What a cute call sign. Is an investor in the Splinterlands economy, a large asset holder in the game, and the SPS governance token. BFF has worked with its extensive connections in the Web3 space to help bring value to the Splinterlands ecosystem. Exchange listings in particular can be extremely beneficial for the SPS token, as it opens the token and indirectly the Splinterlands game up to new markets and provides additional liquidity and legitimacy to the project. Most exchange listings, however, require tokens to be spent or locked up for listing fees, initial liquidity, promotions, and deposits, so BFF would like to request that the DAO approve up to 20 million SPS tokens from its treasury to be available for securing new exchange listings for the token for a period of 1 calendar year from the date that the proposal passes. For context, the DAO Treasury currently holds over 126 million SPS tokens, as was reported in the latest DAO Treasury report. The listing agreement for the vast majority of exchanges does not allow any information about the listing to be made public until the exchange announces it. Hello, Jarvie. How are you today? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm muted. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello, Jarvie. Welcome. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. Let me ask chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear Jarvie?
They hear me.
Alrighty, Eternal Paw says sound is good. So welcome, welcome. And I've been hearing some great things about your new tool, and I have not messed with it at all myself yet because Ron had said that you were doing the rounds. And so I wanted to let you have your heyday, and I'm just literally going to follow along as you talk.
Is there like you have video going? Do you have a chat somewhere that I'm supposed to be looking at?
Um, I can relay chat to you, or you can be in the Twitch chat or YouTube chat, either way. Um,
The
or
YouTube chat or there's YouTube?
yes, I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Twitch.
Well, let's go find you on YouTube then.
Thank you. That
So you
is
can
the best way to help. Actually, I greatly appreciate that.
is it Rick on the Mountain?
It is indeed. Thank you.
Good guess, huh?
I try and make myself easy to find. It seems to help. The only place you can't find me at Rick on the Mountain is Twitter because they don't give you enough characters. So instead, I'm Rick on the Mountain 10.
All right, I gotta hit the mute on it once it does. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. So I see you on Peak Monsters on the YouTubes.
Indeed, I am. So this new tool is to create decks, and so my understanding is that that can be used for easily renting certain cards or renting out cards as a group.
It's more so for renting, like if you want to rent stuff,
Okay, so
or if you want to buy stuff, or if you want to learn how to play the game, or if you want to communicate some sort of information. Let's say you're a content creator and you're talking about some cards, or you're doing a top 10, or you're telling them what they should play with, or anything a content creator or someone helping someone with the game, they'd use decks.
alrighty.
But also, there's been a couple hundred people used it so far. It came out on Friday, so it's been like 2 days now. Do you see decks there?
Yes, I
So you can
finally found it and
see
clicked on it.
there are two different types of decks. There's thematic and lineup.
Okay.
So you got some filters on the right hand side, so you can you know find different things. So that's a lineup. You can find different types of lineups. Like you can do a 13 mana and then hit apply. See how many gold 13 mana waters there are. There are
Th-
none in the wild.
that is exactly what I was looking at. But all right, yeah. So you can easily kind of filter it
If
down
you
to the
hit
point where you
all,
get too
there will
specific.
there's a decent amount there that I've created. So
Yeah, these are
that one does
definitely
good.
not terrible teams. I think I've lost to all of these before.
Yeah, huh? I'd say thematic has also been a little bit more popular. People have been going to the thematic decks and like these are all the cards I like to play with. And uh, I'll give you an example of what I've done. If you get rid of these,
I was just looking for a quick reset filter button.
there is no quick reset. I guess
Okay,
that could be an option. You're gonna have to hit apply. You have
there
to
we go.
apply those filters. Oh, you never hit apply. There you go. Um, so click on thematic and then type in sorry, click on thematic filter. You were very literal with that. Click on the thematic filter. Can you click on in the filters are on the right hand side usually
Yeah, you're just
on
on the
Peak
YouTube.
Monsters?
You're a couple of seconds behind me, so I was
Oh,
going over
okay.
there. It's just sorry.
Oh, I got it.
Don't get frustrated. I think you're seeing a couple of seconds behind what I'm doing, but it's all
I
good.
got it. Okay. Um.
I
Okay.
can
Is it
actually
still
share my
behind?
screen
Because
on Discord. I'm sure.
I haven't I haven't seen you click on it yet. Must be like a minute or two behind. You just clicked on it. Is it really that far behind, or
I
you haven't
yeah, it's
actually hit apply, so we haven't used the filter yet.
that's what I was waiting for. Is it to change? I keep forgetting about apply because
Yeah.
on Peak Monsters it's like live filtering is what I'm used to.
Yeah,
So
we had to do it this way on this one.
I
It's
got you. I get it.
unfortunate,
Sorry for
but
the hold up there.
um, I could just kind of like mention what I did too, and so I was going to walk you through, but if it's faster to just talk about it.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I created a set of thematic filters, and I was like, I'm going to take into account all the way from 0 up to silver and see what that's like. So I created a bunch of thematic filters, one for every splinter, and just kind of figuring out what cards I wanted. And the account that I use is called peak.viking. So if you did a search for peak.viking on the filters and then hit
Filters.
apply.
Deck creator.
Um,
Okay, yep. All I use bronze 218. I play silver and life. I
so I
play silver.
created a bunch, and now I'm starting to do it with silver, but there's a bunch that I did with bronze, and I did for each splinter, and then I played a ton of games. So if you look at all the lineups in that same account, are all the lineups of every game that I won and played with and was good. And then I went and made that one of all the ones that I used. That's up at the top.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is
So those are all
super
them.
helpful.
And if you were to rent them all, you can kind of see on that column. That's the third column from the right. That to
Rent
rent
price
every
per
single
day.
one of those is 184 DEC per day.
And I see that it's a link here. If I click on that, is it going to put all those cards in my cart?
It is not a
It's
link, but that's
oh well, I pulled it up so that I can add them all to my cart.
yeah. And we've already developed the add all feature, but I gave them some feedback, so we won't launch it till tomorrow, most likely. It would add them
That's
all, and then
crazy. Dude, you have been so hard at work. This is amazing. I love it.
and so yeah. I mean, with the bronze, so I did all that work and tried all those games and figured out which were the best decks that were winning pretty much everything, the lineups. And then I made that bronze one, and then I tried it again with another account from zero, and I wanted to see how long it took me to get to silver. 64 minutes from novice to silver.
Jesus. Nice.
And I recorded the whole thing, and it's on YouTube. Like, you watch it double X speed, but then basically pretty much every lineup is searchable as well between those two accounts. So, I mean, and I was just going each time I played, I was like, I forgot what I used. Isn't that the case when you're playing? It's like you have these moments of clarity, and you're like, I'm doing amazing.
Right. And then as soon as you think about the fact that you're doing amazing, then it all goes to shit.
Well, and then you come back, later that day or the next day, and you're like, why am I doing so poorly? What happened to my moments of clarity? I wish I could just record what I played when I had my moments of clarity. And so that's what I did. When the ones that I was winning, I recorded, and if someone beat me, I was like, well, that's I should learn from that. Like people do in any sport, in any game, you learn from your failures and you learn from the successes of others. And you're like, I mean, people study chess books to learn about how people did their games and moves. So this is
Right.
the lineup decks are kind of like learning what is good. And bronze isn't like super. I mean, there's just people spamming the same stuff. And yeah, it took me 64 minutes. I think I lost two games the whole time.
But also, I mean, this is a huge stepping point for like, because I imagine with the Nifty Outreach program, which I love, but with
Uh huh.
Nifty, you get that deck for a season, and then after that season, maybe you get another one for another season. But I mean, they're not indefinite, right? So this is a,
Yes.
a huge step for those who are kind of coming into the game after that. This
Yeah.
is like a very easy, well, welcome to renting until you continue or while you continue to build up your deck. And also we're going to make it a hell of a lot easier to build up your deck in the right way, buy what you're actually going to play. um, that's awesome. I,
Yeah, so now I'm doing the same thing with silver, and it's a process to kind of like figure it all out and get the best one out there. But as soon as I get it really dialed in and figured out the best lineups and then play a bunch and then realize which ones I'm not playing with. Um, like then I can make an A team and a B team, like
Uh,
silver. And these are some of the ones that you should consider. These are the B team. Like if you got some more money burning a hole, then these ones will help you. But and then like I go through them, and if I just keep an eye on the like you see here how some of the shopping carts on the rental column are grayed out and some of them are blue. You have all the grayed out ones. You don't have any of the blue, so you can kind of look through the prices and go, oh, this is a good price. This is a good price.
right? It helps you to keep an eye on all of the cards that you need so that you can watch for those
Yeah.
efficient price points rather than trying to remember them and check everything one by one. Like, that's annoying. I don't price check. I buy what I need to play. Why? Because there's so much that I need.
Yeah.
Like, whatever I need at this moment is what I'm getting at this moment. It really doesn't matter. But I try not
Yeah.
to, buy the highs on everything either. But sometimes it's worth it. Like, I bought my first gold obsidian at $80. Don't regret it.
And what do you play? What league?
Well, right now I'm in wild gold diamond. What's
Gold?
actually kind of keeping
Gold
me
foil?
no like high gold in
Oh,
playing into
oh,
diamond.
and it's
I don't really play too much in diamond because basically I have all of Halazore's wild cards, but I have no
okay.
modern cards, so I can get up to diamond without having Chaos Legion uh, and Rift Watchers, but I can't really compete there.
Awesome.
Like when it comes
Well,
down
and
to
then you could
max level everything.
make a deck or find a deck that already exists. There should be one for every single edition at every level as well that already exists. So
Oh,
I
I'm
already did
sure.
the work for
Like
that.
it won't take much work to find a lot of uses in this that are going to be helpful starting points. And like
And then
I
you're
know
just
the
like,
set pretty well, but
these are the ones I don't have from Halazar's delegation. The
exactly.
I'll keep an eye on these, or I'll rent them all, or go in and check from time to time, see what I'm missing, and have at it, hit the rent all, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, this
So,
is huge. I love it. We do have some feedback from the chat on Twitch side. Uh,
okay.
Eternal Paw says it would be nice to have more filters similar to the buy and rent section. Needs a modern filter and a rarity type filter. I'm sure these are all things that you're already working on. Just for passing that on.
Uh, Modern and Wild, yeah, we can do that one. Rarity can't do. For the deck builder, we have a rarity, so yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So like on the building side, you do have a rarity filter, but you can't really sort by rarity because there's going to be all rarities in the
Almost every deck.
almost all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Techie
it's kind of
says
like a filter that won't be. It's a very, very, very difficult filter because of how large the database is, and also it's almost not useful.
yeah, I get you. Techie
Um,
says being able to sort by price or some other sorting options would be helpful.
Sorting is on the list. Sorting is on the list of tickets to do when you open up a deck to be able to sort a couple of those columns. And then yeah,
Yeah, I mean
because
that's
right
all
now
stuff
these
that
are sorted. I sort my I order my decks, even the thematic ones, based on like I put some of the summoners first, as you can see on that one. There's the first five cards are the summoners, and then I put some of the tanks, and then I put the sneaks and opportunities together, and then I mean, dragon has less of some certain things, and then I put some of the like stretch goal cards at the bottom that are super expensive. That I'm like, I'll just keep an eye on these expensive ones, and maybe if the price goes low, like than, like that Mighty Dricken's 100. I'm like, well, if I see it ever lower, maybe I'll jump in. Maybe not the Gold Dragon at 30. And I mean, a lot of the Dragon cards are expensive to begin with.
Yeah. Dragons ain't cheap ever in any way, period. End of story. Enjoy.
Well, for the Dampier Infiltrator at point 2.
Well,
So,
he's not a dragon, is he? He's dragon type, but he's not a dragon.
oh, got it.
Just like Dragon Jumper. Dragon Jumper is not a dragon. He's priced like a dragon, but he's not actually a dragon. Manticore is not a dragon.
He's dressed like a dragon jumper. He's like, oh, I'm gonna dress up
Yeah, but no,
like I'm
he
a
clearly jumped off of a dragon, which I mean, props. Props for being on the dragon in the first place. Props for jumping off. Props for being a
Yeah.
badass while you do both. Like I get it, but you're distinctly not a dragon, sir.
um. Uh. Yeah. So, what else were we talking about a moment ago?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
so
we
how
were
do we
asking
build the
questions.
deck? Come back up
Oh,
here.
you go to up top and go to the column called By Me.
By me, thought so. No decks found. Build a deck.
Yes.
And then this is not based on cards I have, right? Because obviously it's a good shopping list as well. So this is basically
Yeah, it has nothing.
anything.
It's just all cards. Yeah. And then you're looking at a lineup right now. Is the type of deck you're
Okay, I see up
set with.
here. Fixed battle lineup, thematic.
If you do thematic, you can add up to 250 cards. If you do lineup, then obviously it's a lineup, 7 cards to go with the
Gotcha.
summoner.
I see myself using the thematic a lot more often. Everybody knows I'm not that great of a player.
Oh, really?
No,
The lineups I've been making a lot. I've made over 100 lineup card because they take like 10 seconds to make.
true.
Because go to Splinterlands, go to Splinterlands and find a
Oh,
game that you did well with.
oh, is he about to drop an export button on us?
We shall see here. Go to a game that you won, and click the no, don't play it.
Skip to results.
I didn't even, yeah, like just exit out of this. No, go back to your game list
Okay.
and click the share button that's underneath it.
Copy. Oh my god! I straight up every time I'm doing articles on the Hive blog and everything like that, I always
Uh-huh.
go into replay, skip battle, and copy the link that way. You just blew my mind, man.
Oh,
Like
that's
you
funny.
just made my life so much easier. Thank you so much. Aside from everything with Peak Monsters, like just that was amazing.
All right. Now go back to Peak Monsters.
Okay.
Now you know 2 ways to get the link, apparently. And then
Back to
exit
fixed
out of
battle
this,
lineup. Okay. Exit out.
and then click on the import. It's on the top right-hand corner. And then just,
Oh my god. All right, I got to show you something.
and then click on you, of course, and then continue. Now you can keep track of all the ones that are winning for you, and like if you find out it stops winning, then maybe you delete it or whatever, and give it a fun name or keep the generic name that we have. Maybe add some other rule sets to it that you're like, oh, this would be actually good in this other rule set as well. And then there you go. You just created one.
And now I got to this is what I have actually been doing and keeping all of this by hand, which is why it's not very complete and I totally ran. So,
Well,
How
Time
can
to
I
export.
export that into this?
I think you're gonna have. Well, are there links to the game
Yes,
at
on
the end?
yep, I got all of them, and yes, every single one of these, I actually went back and replayed and copied that link. Like I said, you changed my
Well,
life with
then
that
you
trick.
gotta. It won't take you too long. I mean, it's still gonna take you some time. You can get to the point where it takes like 10, 15 seconds per. So just, right click and, save the link there. And then you know, alt tab to the other row, um, and copy paste.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun with
Too
this.
much. Um, uh, and you could give it some more information. Like apparently you're like, hey, don't play it when you're up against death. You can put it in parentheses, careful death. I don't know what you want to do. But whatever will help you, and then if you make them public, then I guess the hope is that they'll help other people as well.
Eternal Paul just said, "LOL." We know what Rick is going to be doing for the next month. Well, I don't
No,
think I'm
that's
going to be
that's gonna take
a
you
community
like
leader. So,
an hour or
oh no,
two.
I think they mean going through it and analyzing. And I want to try and figure out a way to actually, because it sounds like it's going to be easier to input the information on your system. So I kind of want to just do it all on there and then export it from there into
Oh,
my
I see.
spreadsheet.
Okay, yeah,
But
that works
yeah,
too.
I've been needing to learn how to do that export into my spreadsheet thing for a while, anyways. So uh,
Okay.
definitely, that's a goal. Uh,
Then
So what is
and as I go and play, even though not many lineups have been created, and we've only had it out for 2 days. If I go in and I look at oh, I'm playing a 14 mana, I don't really know what to play, and I look it up, and I'm like, oh, that's a good one, and I'm like, oh, I'm missing one of the cards, and I just hit the click rent button, and I'm done, and then I go back, refresh Splinterlands, and I still got a minute and a half to input
Yep,
the cards or something.
my longtime viewers definitely have seen me see the rule set and be like, "Oh, okay, over to Peak Monsters. We're gonna rent this. We're gonna rent this. Let's go back.
Yeah,
All right, load it up, go." Particularly,
yeah.
like my favorite go to for that one is Zaya Chan. As soon as I see 12 mana and I have water available, it is Zaya Chan, Chicken, Fiend, Phantom.
Phantom? Okay. Huh. Phantom is how much?
10.
Okay. Huh. I didn't know. Never heard of that one. But I don't play a ton. Now, the last few days I played a bunch. So
I mean,
it's
I
fun.
can't say that it's like 100% or anything like that when it doesn't do amazing. It fails hard, but
Yeah.
I mean, it does pretty good most of the time.
Yeah.
Very few people are expecting it.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the gist. You can import from battles. You can also import from your own set of cards. There's a little trick to do that. You
Okay.
go and select your cards, and then you come back to here, and then if you have cards selected, the drop down next to import will be available.
All right, let's see
If you
that.
go and select cards from the drop down next to import will be available if you have cards selected in your cards. Yeah.
Boom.
So,
Okay.
and then you go back to decks, but the problem is you can't. The dex limit is 250. So
Yeah, so
I
it'd
don't know.
be
You could,
like drop 20 of these
yeah.
because I've got 270. But yeah, that's awesome. Make it super easy to
Um,
use.
yeah. We have some people that are we call deck pros. like
Bulldog, I heard mention that earlier. That's pretty awesome.
Bulldog and Kira, and then talking to a few other people and see who really gets into it and starts making the best quality stuff.
Cool, cool.
I will be
I
on Town Hall. We'll be on Town Hall tomorrow, talking a little bit about more and kind of pushing to see who would like to be the deck pros and stuff like that.
well,
And I
I
guess kind
would
of
be honored
introducing
to.
it to a decent amount of people that probably haven't heard about it yet. So,
Yeah, it's definitely an awesome tool. I'm glad that you're working hard on spreading the word. I would definitely be honored to be considered. Oh, okay, so
you're
if I'm
building now.
deselecting, yeah, I'm just kind of testing how it's working, but
Yeah,
I'm definitely digging the potential of this tool, and I will absolutely be spending some time on it. I think this is going to
awesome.
make content a whole lot easier, and this is like it's like Christmas, man. This is no shit right here. This is
And you can link as a well, anyone can, but content creators may be interested in the fact that you can link to your set of decks, like your whole profile, or you can link to a specific deck. So you're talking about a such and such, and just link directly to that deck, and they go into it, and you're like, "Hey, get these cards,"
all right.
and you give them a
So
link, and
my link to my published decks, would that be, or do I have to have
you
one
don't have any.
first?
But you can link to anyone's. So you just go to
Oh,
all decks
it
and
would just be this decks view my.
oh,
All right. Well, I am totally
by
adding
me.
that
You
into.
don't have any by me. Go to all decks. You don't have any. You didn't ever save that one.
No,
And you
I
can
know.
save them and they can be private too. Oh, okay, you're on all decks now. We are a bit delayed. So there is a share button next to the name of a deck. If you click on that, that will give you the link to that deck. If you click on the name of the creator, that will take you to the page showing all of the decks that that creator has created. So,
Okay. Gotcha. And then the at peak monsters in the URL can just be substituted out with whoever. Like I can now go peak dot
yeah.
Viking and
Yeah,
go
that's a
to
fun one.
yours.
It has all like tons of decks for playing in bronze that I decided was great. Yeah, it took me around 64 minutes. Well, actually it took me a little bit more because I put in like 20 different um games or lineups. But like, that only takes like 20 seconds, 10 seconds a piece. But and I spent 175 credits. So, is that right? Yeah,
175, that's it?
yes. 175 credits and 64 minutes to get from 0 to silver. So, and with the other one, I'm like way up there, and I'm like, I'm gonna switch to silver. But I was like, oh wait, should I just go for the leaderboard on bronze?
All right, and that's this one.
Right.
All I use 218, right?
Yeah, all I used, yep, was the ones that I think are the. Right now, it's only 173 to get them all, and that includes his Jotun. Uh, yeah, that's crazy. And that's for bronze though. I'm playing gold, so
Yeah, but still, like it's so cool that you've got that deck. To, like, just create a new account, and this will, results are not guaranteed, and it's probably not going to be 64 for somebody who's new to the game. Like you have a definite advantage in play over somebody just coming in, but still, that's like super helpful to be like, okay, literally rent these cards and watch your success happen. It's amazing what options will do for your game. I figured that one out when I got that Nifty Arcade all gold everything deck for like a season and a half. That was so dope.
Oh, really? Nice.
That was so dope. It was so fun. I even had a gold Waka.
Uh, nice.
So what is next for Peak Monsters? Like
Well,
our
hopefully in a few hours from now, the rent all button will be there on that column. We're hoping that Splinterlands finally, in my mind, finishes the asset market, the non-card market. They had an oversight that we find very problematic, and that's preventing us from allowing bids. And it's, I don't know, a bug or an oversight that I just wish they had released from the very beginning. And once that's ready, then we'll have bids available and stuff like that. So
gotcha. I will not press on that one because it sounds like there's limited things that you can say, but I'm super stoked to see that you guys, even already being the best card market, are continuing to push forward and like what other amazing tool can we offer to this community, and then
yeah.
just delivering. Like I had no expectations, no promises that this was coming, nothing, just all of a sudden, boom. By the way,
We just
here's
surprised,
something
yeah.
awesome. And not only is it out like just for y'all to use, but I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna make sure that I hit every single Splinterlands TV streamer and let you know like all of
Yeah.
like that's huge, and this is amazing. I'm kind of in shock.
We've offered to all the Splinterlands TV people. I've been on a couple so far, but we'll see how many of them take me up on the offer and they can talk about it in different ways. I'm obviously very excited about hearing all the different unique ways the thematic ones can be used and all that sort of stuff. So, and these little experiments like I did, that's really fun too. Like how long, like speed rounds. That I think that's fun. Like you get from zero to silver. We'll see how well silver goes. I'm a little intimidated. It just gets so much more complex, right? When you go from bronze to silver, it's like
It does, but
exponentially more complex.
yeah,
But then when you go to gold, it's even worse.
yeah. But gold is, I mean, silver's where the real game begins, and gold is where you get your diapers off.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like in bronze and in novice, like the mana caps are just so limited, and the game is just so simple
Yeah, you
because
can't.
there's
I
no
found that
rules.
out. You can't do too many like big mana cards in, in bronze. Like
And
the mana games, the highest one I saw was a 30, and I only saw it once.
what's good, Jabby? Yeah, it's ridiculous how low the cutoff is for novice and bronze, which is kind of understandable because you don't have as many big mana cards. But at the same time, you need to play with those big mana cards sometimes because that's part of the game. And then like no rule sets in novice, it's already bad enough. Howdy, JB. We got Jarvie, the one and only, teaching us about decks, and we are actually creating a deck
Yeah,
now to go with our most recent blog post. Which, have you seen that one?
I haven't.
I'm gonna drop the link in the Discord chat.
The best soulbound combo. What is the best soulbound combo?
Age Fire and Phyrexian Hero.
Let's see it as a deck. I want to see this. I'll go favorite it.
So yeah, I'm gonna
You want to
build
know? I've
this.
created one with a soulbound that I think is amazing. It's a Lamacron plus fungus.
Okay, Okay, I can see that. Fungus Flinger is definitely a little beast. I don't have a llama or a cron to play with trying
Yeah.
to come up with fun lineups. And there is,
Yeah.
to be fair, there is a question mark. Like, it is the best Soulbound combo, but the URL doesn't pick up the question mark. So when I link it, it looks a lot more authoritative than I actually meant it. But
Yeah.
I switched over to Wild because I had two BCX each of the Idri Fire and the Phyrexian Hero, and I really wanted to try out the pair. So I switched over to Modern, and they pretty much carried me from Silver 3 into Diamond. And so this end of season was actually the first time I've ever been Diamond in both leagues.
Nice. I
And
just look at
basically,
this post and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. You should create them as decks and
th-
then put a link to each
that's
one of them
that's
so
exactly
I
what
can
I'm
go
doing
and
right now.
favorite them all. So I can favorite them all. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I wanna favorite them.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do is every team that I used here, since I've got it right there, um, I can actually just bring them in. Oh yeah, and I have the
You got the
links.
links for all of them. You do it before I do it.
Yeah, I'm going right now. All right, and then where was Peak Monsters? There we go. I have too many freaking tabs open. So close from the create deck, import.
Oh, you're using a couple of those soulbounds, huh?
Yep, that's pretty much the entire purpose is testing out those two, and then I was also using whatever I had because down in bronze or down in silver. Okay, why can't I
Phyrexian,
continue here? Oh, I need to pick me.
just click on it. You have to click on you. You haven't clicked on you yet. You haven't clicked on you yet.
I have.
There you
Is the
go.
delay? All right.
Okay.
Click for public. Yes. Fix battle lineup. Yes. And then, is there a
Wait,
name?
this is in gold. You can play with this with the
No, this
level
was.
two.
I started in silver and went
Oh,
up through gold.
well, if you yeah, you should probably rename it because it's not a gold level deck.
Yeah, no, that's what I was looking for. Was the name? I didn't see it up there.
Yeah.
Um,
It got confused because the Rooney is in there, of course. So it's like, oh, this is a gold. So I mean, if it's doing good in gold league, then it's gonna kick butt in silver. One would guess, right?
yeah, I mean, it went straight through silver, straight through gold, and all the way up into diamond. I didn't actually play into diamond because I was pretty much like I ran my ECR down, and I was just like, it would be a real kick to
Well, that's a
just do a
that's a
couple more.
bronze level team.
No, with Rooney being
Beating
level
gold
4.
people, you're beating gold people with a bronze level team. It doesn't matter. The Rooney will only play to the level of the summoner. So
Oh yeah, that's right. It's just showing what level the actual cards are.
yeah, you could almost write on the title of it, um, like this can wins in gold league. It's pretty awesome. And these are all modern. Pretty cool.
Yeah, this is in modern
Yeah.
because I normally
We'll
play in
do
wild.
I'm gonna right after this I'll create a ticket to have a lineup filter for modern lineups versus wild lineups. So that shouldn't be too hard, but the developer does go on vacation for 3 days. We did a little sprint. It's taken us
That got a
like a
great
week and a
positive
half.
response from the chat.
like a week and a half or 2 weeks to get this all done. So, been kind of a big. None of our features usually take that long. This was a big feature for us.
This is I mean worth every second, and definitely like the reaction that I'm getting is huge, and people love you and they love your tool. There's definitely some feedback and requests, but like this is
Yeah.
amazing, and yeah, I can't wait to get in on this and get started with this. This is awesome.
Well,
Is it?
good. If you have any other questions, anyone can send a message. Go to our Discord. I'm a little under the weather, and I got to feel a little bit better to be on the town hall tomorrow.
Fair enough. So I'm guessing I won't have you back in a little over an hour for Splinterlands TV.
I really should get to bed. I
Yeah,
need
go
to make
for
sure
it.
that I'm healthy.
No, I appreciate you coming by even now and get better and look forward to hearing you on the town hall tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Even without you, I will be plugging the hell out of your deck feature.
The decks. Well, it's really nice for creators because then you've got links and shares and visuals and everything. So, all right. Wish you luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You have a great night and get better. Get yourself a
Thank,
hot toddy.
thanks.
Alrighty, y'all. That was Jarvie showing us his new Dex tool. What a fucking guy. Thank you again, Jarvie. Creator of the Peak Monsters tool. Sorry, my throat was getting super crazy dry. All right, so we are definitely going to continue importing these decks. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Boom. Me. So Jarvie is the creator of both Peak Monsters and Peak D, as you could probably tell. Although I wouldn't feel too bad if you don't or didn't know about the Peak D side of things or didn't put that together, because I didn't before the first time he came on the show. And that was to talk about the last surprise thing that nobody actually asked for and they never promised or hyped up anything. They just all of a sudden, boom, dropped it on the community like, here is the most useful fucking tool you've ever imagined. And that was the auto rental bot. They did it right after Splex came out with theirs, and they did it better. I loved Splex, but I've got so much more control over my rentals with Peak Monsters. And super happy with that. Alrighty, got you, Bob. Except for me, nobody will be sad to not see you there winning all the damn prizes. Imports. Outwars is at 12 wins. Jesus. That's sir our fucking cray cray. Why are you all not fucking public? Fuck it. I don't care. I will get them all imported and then fix everything. And then fix everything. Yo, for real though, I cannot believe I didn't know that shit about the motherfucking copy link button there on the share. Like, I'm so stupid right now. This is 4, right? Yes, go. Confirm. Still don't have Idri? That's unfortunate. She is bad. Like Michael Jackson bad. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, mine are level 1. And I cannot wait for her to get better. Music. This is 6, right? 5. That was 6. Oh yeah, I mean, she's definitely gonna get better. But Alright, we are going to continue doing that on Splinterlands TV because we do have to get through non-Splinterlands things real quick. Let's check spin to win. 5 minutes, okay. Let's check Forsaken. I don't know if we actually got... Did we get Forsaken done? I don't think so. I normally try not to eat on stream, but when wifey brings you homemade chocolate chip cookies, you fucking eat your goddamn cookies. And you like them. Alrighty, thank you. God, take forever. So who wants to get hype about the upcoming schedule? Who wants to take a guess at something we got? Pa, I see a lot of other possible beast mode combos. I've pulled off a couple other beast mode combos. I managed to get a fungus flinger killed in between Quora and Flurry. I wish I could go back and make a deck out of that one. It's not a combo between two soulbound cards, but Fungus Flinger is one of the soulbounds, and you can only use Quora because of the Lob Lowland. So, I mean, Quora is an extension of Lowland. I've also brought Katrelba into a number of battles, although I have yet to make her work that well. With the flinger in between the two of them and getting it dead? If so, that's impressive. Good on you. Oh, fuck it. I am going to sell. Grundenkor is another good one. I have not actually managed to get... well, do that one because I don't have Grunt. So, yeah, that's definitely a good one. Alright, I'm going to get in here and launch a mission or two. Start some buildings. The realm shit is not selling as fast as I had hoped, but that's alright. I just keep adding items on as shit sells, and well, I'll give you a big hint. I do plan on doing a series of the ones I just did. Like, that's no big secret. It's not like super alpha or anything like that. But them motherfuckers is badass. All of them. All of them. All of the epic and weapons training combinations. All of them. Fucking badass. I honestly don't think that fire is the best of them. That's what I wanted to use. Too many helpers. Sigma yes. Yep. Like they're all gonna be nasty. That's what I'm saying. Alright, now... Rising Star... No, I don't want to... Gotta wait for it to actually show up before I can deposit it back in. Ava Thane doesn't look so hot. I disagree. I think that, in all honesty, Thane is the best out of the epics. And Ava is not amazing, but with Thane, and maybe at 1 BCX they're not so hot. But once Thane starts stacking 3 and 4 abilities, nah, they're real fucking hot. Real fucking hot indeed. Granted, Thane is doing all of the heavy lifting there. But the fact that, you know, Ava gives him an attack, it's not like... With Fire, I feel like Idri and Phyrexian Hero are kind of evenly matched. Like, they're both pulling their own weight, and they're both making each other better. With Kulu and Noah, I don't feel the same way. I feel like Kulu is better served with Bakjira. Or even Kelp Initiate. Like, Noah is not really pulling his weight in that equation. And I don't think Kulu is super OP either. Exactly, it's a ranged attack, which means you're not running Thane as your tank. You're running Thane in position 6 and Ava in position 5, and then something like Failed Summoner in position 3, or if you want to move them up, like Failed Summoner position 2, Ava position 3, and Thane in position 4, and then you've got healers or whatever, like for your 5 and 6. Like, there's so much opportunity there. But yeah, I mean, Thane is amazing without an attack. But Ava giving him an attack, that's just fucking beautiful. But yeah, in all honesty, I want Thane in position 5. Or in position 4. I want Thane in 4. Ava in 5, and like Lord A in 6. Oh my god. Or even, well, no, Karar probably wouldn't be that great. But yeah, no, I really... Ava and Thane is all about Thane for me. Absolutely. Just realized I wasn't actually looking at or even near the camera for any of that. I need to slide this over here and put this over here so that chat is next to the camera. Oh, what a fucking concept, genius. That is much better. Actually, you know what? I can... Boom. Is that side better or worse than the first one? No, I mean, where are my eyes better? With it here? Or with it here? Where does it look better for me talking to you guys? I'm gonna guess it's actually this one. Plus, that way it's on my playing screen, so good to go. All right, fuck, we gotta get through these faucets. Taco, I don't need to load there, cause I have it over there. Let's fucking go. The fuck? It says log out, so I should be logged in. I don't fucking get it. Okay, what the fuck? Checking B-swap. Alright, well, we missed Banks. Sorry about that. 50 rewards. Alright, where did my... There it is. Alright, we got the GLX auto staker going again. Had to update the computer earlier, so shut it down and forgot to get started on that again. Ooh, we're up to 75 wax. Nice. Alrighty, next up. Waxed out claim. It is 1:12 a.m. Okay. Rewards, claim all. Alrighty, now to Alcor. Here I am, just digging that liquidity. Bam, 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 choo. That was terrible, but it was fun. What? So, upcoming weeks. Who's excited? Who wants to be excited? Who wants to take a guess as to why you might be excited? Well, that's a letdown. I don't own any no attack green cards. Oh, well, also Cube, amazing. Almo, amazing. Almosing, you could almost say. Did you come up with that? That was bad. I know Cube is wild. I play wild, so what? Ugh. Alright, I don't know why I'm here. Woo! Dragon Legendary Summoner is coming. That means I can open my packets. Almo is also way out of my price range. I've literally never played a game with it. Card's fucking expensive, but he's fucking worth it. Like, yeah, I should actually send it from Ripwinds again back over. Try to do that. Oh, actually, I also need to. That's so funny. Wait. We're just gonna do it now, anyways, while we're thinking about it. No, we'll leave that ADDC there. I'm going to SPS. Oh shit, I gotta claim that too. Okay. Okay. Take the Sippies. Take the Vouchies. Discord. I'm gonna probably be wrong, but I'm sure I can hazard a guess or two. What do y'all think it's gonna be? And what the fuck am I coming in here for? Oh yeah. All good, Daro. Alright, so we're claiming our SPS. Alright, we're good. Alright, I need to back to B-swap. Alrighty. Okay, and we can also... Oh, I know what faucet we didn't hit. Oh shit, we didn't wax CS races either. Alright, we vote for Black Lotus. Claim our almost a dime. Send 60 wax over to Hive Engine Wax. Memo swap.wax on the mountain. Swap wallet, Hive Engine. Going to transfer. Okay, pay for Lux for the week. Pay for my deck for the week. Ooh, Stellar Rum's up to 365% today. Fucking nice. I wish I had more. Oh wait, I get 1,000 every Sunday. Alright, now. Not worrying about none of that shit right now. Okay, boom, you're good. That is not accurate. Let's go. Okay. You can close. 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 You can stay open. Alrighty, back to what we were reading before Jarvie came on the line. SPS governance proposal. Allocate 20 million SPS from Dow Treasury for exchange listings. You know what? We're actually... Oh, it's short. Okay. Exchange listings, we did that. Most exchange listings, however, we did that. The listing agreement for the vast majority of exchanges does not allow any information about the listing to be made public until the exchange announces it, so it will not be possible to include specific exchange details in a public SPS governance vote. This is why we're requesting 20 million SPS tokens to be allocated generally for this purpose, so that we are able to secure new exchange listings without violating any confidentiality agreements. BFF will do its best to ensure that the expected value received from any new exchange listing exceeds the value of the SPS tokens that are required to be spent for the listing, and will use its connections and industry experience to negotiate the best possible deals for the benefits of all SPS holders. Yeah, we are definitely going to move this one over to Splinterlands TV. We are going to talk about this. There's some reading with intensity that needs to happen on that particular article right there. I do play Upland. I also play Atlas Earth. Well, Daru, you want to come on with me and we'll go through it together? I figured you meant the proposal, but I'd be more than happy to have you on Splinterlands TV tonight. We'll go through it together. Well, that's why we would go through it together. I don't either, necessarily, but... Two heads are better than one, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying feel pressured or anything. It's just an invitation. I'm sure you could. Yeah, that was pretty much the gist that I got of it. And that they're not going to disclose all that much information about it. Also, it seems like it's a company decision, not a DAO decision. So they made reference to the funds that the DAO has. So is it the DAO that's paying for it, or is it the company? I mean, I know that coins tend to tend to jump big time when they're added to a major exchange, but that also tends to be somewhat short-lived, although typically does settle a little higher. But also, I've never fucking heard of BFF before. I have reached out to them. I would like to have them on and have a conversation about this, but as yet I have no response, so I don't know. But yeah, I've never actually heard of them, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. That also means I haven't really heard anything bad about them. But at the same time, like, do your own research, like I always say, and there's a lot of research that needs to be done before I can actively say one way or another. It seems like this has too many unanswered questions. Like, there are just, that is my immediate takeaway from this, is too many unanswered questions. But I am ready to, dive into those comments with eyes wide open and take a look at the deeper side of this. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and raid on into the other Splinterlands TV and let them know that we are incoming, and then I will be over there in half an hour.
Great, how much I have gained in within 24 hours. Not really 24 hours, more as in like the idea of how much I earn. It's Jim's. I did research his name. Oh, Jim. He's on deluxe and coming for half an hour. What's up, Rick? Oh, we got our FOMO giveaway right after this, guys. We do have it up already, so make sure you guys are talking in chat, and we'll hit that after this match or after Rick's raid comes through. I guess we can't usually. I guess we could technically use magic.
They are waiting for the raid.
We technically could use.
We are just about to launch the raid.
Shaunus. I have an idea. What if we use A6 on it? Bacteria. Okay. We use an 8.
Thank y'all so much for hanging. As
use
always,
a 9 new card with
Rick.
weapons
You've
trading.
been on the mountains, and it has been a wonderful
and then
time.
We
Sorry, I have been Rick, and you have been on the mountain.
I guess.
It has been a wonderful time. And when we get over to Splinterlands TV, I will of course drop a link to click over, make sure your views count for the channel, and I will be over there in just about half an hour. For those of y'all who are watching on the replay, please like, follow, share, comment, do all of that algorithmic goodness, and in the meanwhile, keep kicking ass, because you are fucking amazing.